Out. It's available for just went up for pre-order. It is called Backslide.
And what is it about?
And the subtitle is Reclaiming a Faith in a Nation After the Christian Turn Against Democracy. So it's about the kind of white Christian really betrayal of democracy and really laying that out. And it's kind of a call to arms to really face that squarely for what it is and not pretend, like it really isn't a huge part of our country's democratic backsliding.
Robbie also grew up in the church, knows the hymns, grows up in the community that is the fixture of Donald Trump's base that does not break. 75 to 80% are still with him. White evangelical Christians. He's written about white supremacy and how the church has used white supremacy and I would say abducted Jesus as a mascot to further white supremacy. He has long warned about it, and he is a masochist like me. He actually does all the data to see how this tracks within the GOP and America. And folks, when we say white Christian nationalism, that's exactly what I mean, white Christian nationalism. Before we get any further, Robbie, you know that you and I get backlash. Like, no, don't say Christian nationalism, say religious nationalism. Don't say white Christian nationalism, just say religious nationalism. But I'm not making this up, folks. Within democratic circles, mainstream circles, corporate media circles, they are averse to using the word white Christian nationalism because number one, they don't want to piss off Christians, and number two, they don't want to piss off white. I say, no. The data says that this is a white Christian nationalist problem, but Robbie, you're the expert.
I do tend to use those words all together, right? White Christian nationalism, because that really is the only way to understand what it is in our context, right? Now, there is religious nationalism in other parts of the world, but in America, our issue is white Christian nationalism. And you don't have to go, I'll give you some data in a minute, but just to kind of a quick reality check, right? Every time we've had a kind of nativist movement in this country, we've had them all through our history, but let's kind of go back like early 20th century KKK, right? We can all agree, kind of racist, terrorist organization. But I think what people forget is that it was an early form of white Christian nationalism, right? If you could not be a member of the KKK, for example, you had to attest on their membership forms that you were not only white and Anglo-Saxon in your kind of ancestry and had to prove that, but you also had to attest not only to being Christian, but being Protestant. So you had to be white, Anglo-Saxon, and a Protestant Christian to be a member of the KKK. And I think we often forget, we often think of them as just being an anti-Black organization. And of course, that's right. But we forget, right, that their agenda was also anti-Catholic and anti-Semitic.